afternoon, everyone. Well, I guess it's morning, actually. Sorry, I lost track of time in all the hubbub of what has been going on. It's just been a little bit crazy. I'll explain. I just had the craziest experience cooking that I've ever had in my entire life, in my entire professional life of cooking. Imagine an entire life of cooking, and this is the craziest thing that's happened to me. I'll explain. First, this is going to be partly the subject of the video today. This is what's called an ant trap. An ant trap, a trap for ants. Okay, this figures very strongly in the story I'm about to tell. Also, this type of bread, not these particular pieces, but this type of bread figures into the story. So this morning, I decided, okay, I'm on vacation. What's good for vacation? Some fried eggs. Don't you agree? So, I'd already made some coffee and had one cup of coffee. I'm actually waiting for the second. Now, I'm going to avoid having any wine this early. But yes, it looks delicious, but I'm gonna wait. It's Gran Reserva, you see. Okay. Alright, so I decided eggs. Why not have eggs? Because I'll tell you, I bought a dozen, and I'm only here for 2 more days, and I've only eaten 2. Well, I hadn't eaten any when I started, so today I thought I had to eat some of these eggs. So I'm gonna have eggs for breakfast, okay? And what I'm doing, if you want to know, is I'm sort of toasting this bread because I haven't found the toaster in my friend's house. I haven't really looked. I'm a bit lazy on vacation, so I haven't really looked. But I've decided, okay, well, I can make bread in a pan. I can make toast in a pan. This is my favorite store-bought bread. It's cheesy rolls from Lidl. Some of the best. Okay, anyway, back to the story. So I've decided I'm going to make eggs for breakfast. Remember? I told you that earlier. And I decided, okay, well, I have this cheesy bread from Lidl. I'm going to make some toast for myself, too. But then I thought, wait a minute. Wilma, wait a minute. You have 2 pieces left from dinner last night. Yes, it's true. I made dinner for my friend. It's part of my pay for being here in his house for free. He's a bachelor, he doesn't cook, he eats out every meal, and so when I come, I cook for him. It's the trade, it's a good trade for me. I love cooking, love it. And I get a house on the beach, simply for doing something I love. Life is sweet. Anyway, last night I made dinner and I did the same thing. I grilled cheesy bread for toast. We had a good, I'm sorry, it wasn't dinner. Dinner we had at this fantastic Japanese buffet libre. We call this a buffet libre in España. It's a buffet is what we call in the US, and it's an unlimited access to all the food they have. Well, as you can imagine, these buffet libres are often just terrible, no? Ugh, like Royal Fork. Remember Royal Fork? From my youth, Royal Fork, you'd go in, you'd pay your $5 or whatever it was, and you'd scoop up mounds of terrible food onto your plate and eat until you were full and could hardly move. Yes, it was terrible. Anyway, this was also a buffet in the same way, but it was a Japanese buffet, and I thought, well, okay, for tonight it's okay. It was $13.95, so obviously it's 2018, not 1978. Prices have changed, but nonetheless, $13.95 for a dinner, not so bad, eh? So I think, okay, my friend wanted to go, it's okay, we go. So, it turns out this Japanese buffet is cooked to order. There is no actually line of food that's been sitting in the trays forever. Everything you order is cooked fresh for you. This is to me, this is heaven on earth. Unlimited amounts of food for one price, a good price, and the food is delicious and freshly cooked. It was amazing. miracle. I couldn't believe it. In any case, that was dinner last night. But for lunch, I made a good salad with all kinds of things, avocados and tomatoes and olives and corn and grilled chicken breast, and cheesy bread toasted in a pan just like this. So today I thought, okay, I'm going to do it again. And then I thought, wait a minute. I've got 2 pieces left from last night's dinner. We didn't eat it all. So I thought, it was sitting right here on the counter. So I reached over like this. I picked it up and I put it in the pan and I jumped back because there were about 100 ants on the bread. I hadn't seen them because the 2 inside surfaces of the bread were together on the counter, and the ants were inside, of course, because that's where the juicy butter and all that kind of stuff is. Anyway, I look at my pan and I see 100 ants scurrying around. Well, I was able to rescue most of them. Well, rescue, it's kind of a rescue. I took them from the pan and threw them in the garbage. Now they live in the garbage can, but they're alive at least. About 20 of them ended up in the pan in the hot butter, and I don't believe they survived. I scooped them out with a what do you call it? I can't remember. Oh my God, spatula. That's what it was, a rubber spatula. I scooped them out and I put them into the garbage with their brothers and sisters who were very much alive, and I don't know what they're doing now, but they are dead and covered in butter. So I'm not going to eat them. I know in some places in the world this would be a delicacy, but I'm not going to eat them. I'm going to focus solely on my fried eggs and new pieces of cheesy bread without ants.